In this video, I'm going to show how the AutoPass menu works in the American AutoPass game. With this hand, I'll go for 2468 run number 2 and MJL card 2016. The system passes for me until the discard on the table forms a combination in my hand. The AutoPass menu is available for all Mahjong styles hosted on Mahjong Time. To complement the speed and smoothness the AutoPass brings to Mahjong table, we decided that it would be important to construct the user interface such that players can quickly toggle AutoPass features on and off. The list of menu items can always be visible like right now, or transparent if I click the lower arrow. If you click this arrow on the top, the list of AutoPass menu items disappears each time you move the mouse away from the AutoPass menu and shows up again when you mouse over the menu. Two BAMs complete either a Pong or a Kong in my hand, and the system is waiting for my move. The very bottom icon shows which AutoPass menu item is selected right now. Right now, Ignore Jokers is selected by default. If I disable Ignore Jokers by clicking on the very top icon, which releases the AutoPass, then the system sees my jokers as wild tiles and asks me to pass on all tiles that are being discarded. I can form a combo with any discarded tile. There are, however, a couple of things that we can do to make the system work for us, and one of the choices we have is actually melding a joker. I will claim this 8 dots for a Kong.
Kong.
And I have just one joker, which can't form a combo with all discarded tiles. Now that I have another joker from the wall, the system will start asking me to pass on all discards that can form a combination in my hand again. If you do nothing, when you have 2 or more jokers in your hand, even an AutoPass table becomes a No-AutoPass table, and you will have to click pass each time your opponents discard a tile. And this time, to engage the AutoPass, I can define a joker into a tile that I will most likely use. I will define the joker into 6 dots tile. The system stopped asking me to pass each time a tile is thrown to the center of the table because now the system doesn't see my defined joker into 6 dots as a joker anymore. And, right now, the only one joker in my hand can't complete a combo with all discarded tiles. In this situation, I can use Pass All and wait for the winning tile. Pass All option would be the best right now. This option passes on all tiles but the winning tile. I can also use Ignore Pongs and the system will pass for me on all tiles but the tile that forms a Kong or a winning tile. If I click Ignore Kongs, the system will ignore any discarded tile that can form a Kong in your hand. But it will still give you a chance to win if the discarded tile forms a Kong and the same time is the winning tile. This option is good when you have to complete 1 or more Pongs in your hand and you are not interested in any Kongs. Remember, any AutoPass menu item you select will not skip your winning tile. It can, however, skip some Pongs or Kongs depending on the choices you make. The AutoPass menu can be very helpful when you play at No-AutoPass table. In cases when it is too early to melt or you're ready to Mahjong, I would advise you to use Pass All. When you know that your hand only requires Kongs, use Ignore Pongs. Or if your hand requires Pongs, then use Ignore Kongs for the system not to ask you to pass each time a tile is discarded. One important thing to remember about Ignore Jokers. When you engage Ignore Jokers, the system will ignore the jokers in your hand only when the discarded tile doesn't match the tile in your hand. However, if the discarded tile matches a tile in your hand, then the system will give you a chance to claim the tile, as this tile could be the tile you're waiting for. Furthermore, the AutoPass doesn't reveal your tiles to other players at the table, as the AutoPass engages between 1 and 2 seconds after the tile is thrown on the table. During this first 1-2 seconds, when the tile is thrown on the center of the table, you would expect all players to make their decision whether to pass or not to pass. The system does exactly what everyone else at the table expects. The system passes for everyone that can't claim the discard. Thus the game becomes smoother and much faster. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe if you'd like to receive a notification when I upload the next video.